Hi friends, good afternoon. Thanks for joining me again today. Is everyone having a good morning so far? All right, awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do some more mental math again today. All right, so remember, mental math is the one where you just think about it in your head and you don't have to look at any charts or we don't have to use manipulatives. You're just thinking in your head. All right, so I am going to give you a number. You're going to put that number in your head, and then I am going to tell you to either add one more or one less. Okay? So the first one we'll practice together. All right, so I want you to put the number 8 in your head. All right, so put that number 8 in your head, and I want you to add one more to 8. So what would come after 8? So if we're thinking in our head, I'm thinking 8, 9. So when I say add one more to 8, the number would be 9. All right, so that's how we're going to do this. Okay, so your next number is going to be 6. And I want you to add one more to 6. And when I say go, you're going to tell me what that number is, okay? So you're putting 6 in your head, and you're adding one more. Ready? Go. 7. If you said 7, good job. So we're putting 6 in our head, and then we're counting up 1, and adding one more is 7. Okay, the next number you're going to put in your head is 9. Go ahead and put 9 in your head, and tell me one more. Ready? Go. It is 10. Good job. So one more, the number after 9 is 10. So one more would be 10. All right, here's your next number. The next number is 3. 3. Put 3 in your head, and when I say go, tell me one more. Ready? Go. 4. Good. All right, we're going to go a little faster. 11. Put 11 in your head. One more is go. 12. All right, here's your next number. 15. Put 15 in your head. One more than 15 is go. 16. Good. Okay, we're going to do one more. 20. Put 20 in your head. What's one more than 20? Go. 21. Good. Okay, so just with that mental math, we're just adding one more. We're thinking of the number that just comes next. How was that? Is that okay? Tomorrow we'll maybe do the ones that go back, and we'll do one less. Those were a little trickier. All right. Okay, let's go ahead now and let's look at our number of the day. So I want you to count with me. We're going to count by tens. We'll count our bundles. Ready? We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. All right, now we need to count on by ones. So I'm going to put my bundles of 10 down. So 60, 61, 62. All right, that was our last number. Now we need to add another one. So 63. All right, so our new number today is the number 63. All right, let's look at that with our tens frames. All these different ways to make the number 63. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and we know that all of these tens frames are filled in, right? Even the top one. So I'm going to add in another 1 to this 10 frame right here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's count the quick way by tens, looking at our tens frames. All right, ready to count with me? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Then we need to count by ones. 61, 62, 63. Good job. Okay, now we need to add to our tally marks. So I still have some ones over here that I can add more to, so I'm going to add another tally over here. And then if we look at our number that we actually wrote out, we need to fix that, right? So let's see if we need to keep our 6 the same or if we need to change it. How many bundles of 10 do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do I need to change this number? I don't. I can go ahead and leave it. Okay, then if I look at my ones, I have 1, 2, 3 ones. So I'm going to go ahead and change this number from a 2 to my number 3. Oops, hold on. Let me make that again. It's really tricky to hold the board up and write. So let me make it nice and neat. Okay, so now when we look at that number, there's our new number 63. So we have 63 with our tens frames, we have 63 with our tally marks, and then we also wrote our number 63 with our numbers. All right, you know what's next. Get out your hundreds chart if you have it with you. All right, and we are going to count this time the long way. We're counting all the way by ones, all the way up to 63. Remember, if you don't have your hundreds chart with you, just use your finger and you can just do jumps, and then you still can count out loud, okay? All right, here we go. We're starting all the way up at 0. You ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got to start all the way back over. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, all the way back over. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Put your finger on 30. All right, where are we going next? All the way back over. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We have to keep going. Good job. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Check and make sure you're on 50. We're getting closer. We're almost there. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. We're close. How many more jumps do I need to get to 63? I'm at 60 and I need to get to 63. How many more jumps do I need? I need 1, 2, 3. So let's go back to 60 and we'll count on from 60 again, okay? Because I only needed 3 more jumps. So I'm at 60, all the way back over, 61, 62, 63. All right, great job. Thank you if you were counting with me. Good job. All right, you can go ahead and erase your boards and put that away. And the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to move my screen again so you can see my whiteboard. And we are going to look at, we've been doing a lot of adding numbers, or putting numbers together and adding them up. We are going to look at doing that again today. But we're going to do it in a little bit of a different way. So when we're doing our math problems, remember we've talked about some different strategies. So one of the strategies, if we see a number and we need to add numbers together, we can use our hands, right? We can use our hands if we need to. We can also use our counters. So if you have your erasers or you have some cubes or beads, so we can use counters to help us too. What we're going to look at today is we're going to look at if you have any beads at home, and I know beads are really small, so those might be kind of hard to find or to use, but if you have those, you can use those to help you today. So we're going to look at kind of like bead necklaces almost. So it's going to be a circle, and on there you are going to come up with ways to make your own addition problems, okay? So instead of making our own story problems, we're actually using numbers now. So I have, and we're adding all of our numbers together today. So what I am going to do is I'm going to use my counters or my cubes to give me my numbers. If you don't have cubes or you don't have your erasers, you can just make up the numbers in your head. It's okay, okay? And we're only using numbers 0 all the way up to 9 for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a few cubes. And when I pull these out, I have 1, I'll show you like this, 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 beads on my circle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I'm going to pull out a few more cubes. And when I pull those out, let's see how many I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I pulled out 4. So I am going to add 4 more beads to my counter. We'll call this circle a counter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm separating them so that when I go to write my number sentence, remember our number sentence has the numbers in it, I'm separating them on each side of the counter so that it helps me when I write my number sentence. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to look at those and go, okay, well, how many did I start with? How many did I add to it? And then how many do I have all together? All right, so let's look in first. How many cubes or beads, we'll call them beads since I made circles. I had 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna put my number 3 here. And then I added, how many more did I add to that number? Well, let's count them. I added 1, 2, 3, 4. So where am I gonna put that number 4? I'm gonna put it right here because I'm adding 4 more. Now, I have this over here that tells me how many altogether do I have. Sometimes we see, and we've talked about this, I've talked about this a little bit, sometimes we see the equal sign, it's called, on this side of a problem, and sometimes we see it on this side. It does not matter which side it's on because it's just telling you the amount on this side is the same amount as on this side, okay? So now what we need to do is we need to go and count all of those all together. So we're not crossing any out, we're counting them all together because we're adding them up. All right, so let's see how many all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all together I had 7 of my beads. All right, you see how we're gonna do that? Okay, I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna erase this. When you go and do your problems today, you won't have to draw the circle like I am or the counter. It's in your math book, it's already done for you, but I'm drawing it just to show you. All right, and then I'm gonna put my equation out, our number sentence. And again, we're adding up all of these numbers. We're seeing how many total. Okay, I'm gonna put my cubes back in my cup, and I'm gonna pick out some more. All right, when I pick these ones up, I have, how many do I have? I have 1, 2. So I'm gonna add those beads on my counter. I'm gonna put them on this side. So I have 1, 2 beads. All right, now I'm gonna grab some more. Remember, if you don't have counters or your erasers, you can just make up those numbers in your head, okay? You can do your own numbers. But if you have counters, it's kind of fun to pick them out, and then it's kind of like a surprise on what numbers you're getting, huh? All right, well, let's see what these numbers are. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then back here I have 4 and 5. So I have 5 total. So I'm going to add 5 more. I'm going to add 5 more beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now what's my next step? What do I need to do next? Because I'm not quite done. I put my beads on my counter, but now I need to work with my number sentence, right? I need to make my number sentence. So I need to figure out, okay, how many did I start with? Count them, ready? I had 1, 2. So I'm gonna put my number 2 down. But then I added to that. How many more did I add? I added 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm gonna put my 5 here. But then we need to see, well, how many all together, or how many total did that make? That made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 again. So that just shows us there's more than one way to make 7, huh? All right, so we had 2 and we added 5 more, and that is the same as 7. All right, we're gonna do one more. Are you kind of getting this? Okay, you guys will be good once you do your own math page. This will be easy for you to do this, all right? Okay, I'm gonna make my counter again. And I'm gonna write out just my equation or my number sentence. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna put my cubes or my counters back in. How many do you think I'm gonna pull out this time? I've pulled out 2, I've pulled out 5. Let's see how many I'm gonna pull out this time. Oh, I feel like I grabbed a lot. All right, let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, that's the most I've pulled out so far. Okay, so I had 6, so I'm going to add 6 beads to my counter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me see how many I'm gonna pull out this time. Oh, one got stuck in there. All right, this time I pulled out, you see how many? How many did I pull out this time? I pulled out 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm going to add 3 more on the other side. Remember, on the other side of my counter, I'm going to add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I need to go in and I need to finish my number sentence, right? Okay, so how many did we start with? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to write my number 6. And then on the other side, I added 1, 2, 3 more. Okay, then I need to count those all up or all together. I need to see how many total beads there are. All right, so let's count them all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I had a total of 9. So 6 and adding 3 more gives me 9. And this is just telling us that 6 and 3 is the same amount as just 9. All right? Okay, so today, when you go to do your math, it's going to look just like what we just did. It's probably kind of hard to see right now, but it's on page 15, and they gave you some examples. You are going to go in and fill in your own numbers on your beads, okay? So you can use your counters, or you can make up your numbers, and then you're going to draw your beads on your counters and then add in your number sentences. All right? I look forward to seeing what your combinations are. All right, you guys, thank you. Oh, and the last thing is, sorry, you have your math page too, and I'm not really sure. Oh, here it is. You have your math packet too. So you have 2 tasks. Sorry, I almost forgot about that one. You have 2 tasks, and it'll say Monday, January 11th up at the top. And on that page, I know it's kind of hard to see, it's wanting you to add 1 more. So when we were doing our mental math, and I gave you a number and you had to add 1 more to it, that's the same thing that you're doing on the front of this page. They're giving you some dogs, some birds, and you have to add 1 more to that set that they're giving you. So it's just like when we were doing the mental math this morning, but this time you actually get to draw it out and count it, okay? All right, you guys can do it. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great rest of the day. See you later. Bye.